What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing Heaven Can Wait by 88 Glam. It's their newest EP. I've been listening since the day it came out, and I wanted to do another live listen. I want to give you guys my review of this EP, since I am a 88 Glam fan now. I think I'm not a gigantic fan of theirs. It's not like they're my favorite artist, which I will be doing more of my other favorite artists on this channel as the time goes on. However, I think they're fun to review, and I've been listening to them a lot lately, and so I've been giving a lot of listen time. So I say, you know what, I should probably review it regardless, since I've been putting so much time into listening to their music. So today we're actually going to be listening to the music live instead of cutting like my first video. That is going to make me have a copyright. Not a copyright strike, but I won't be able to make any money off the video, even though I don't have Google AdSense on this channel anyways, so who cares? And honestly, I think I actually like being able to listen to the music with you guys, and you can finish or follow along and listen to the song with me. And we'll see how long this type of content can stay. I can keep it up. We'll see if I can just keep doing it forever. But eventually, it might have to become a scenario where I can't listen to the music live, or some of the videos I can, or some not. It really depends. It doesn't really matter. We're going to jump into the first song on the EP, and that's called 5 Stars. And we will give our rating on it. And in fact, before we start the song, I'm going to say I actually do like this EP, and I actually really like 5 Stars. And this is actually the song that they actually put a music video with, which I could actually start reacting to music videos as well, which I've thought about doing. But right now I'm just going to do the music, and we will take a listen. So we will start it up.
Patty's in attendance, they ain't showing up late. After hours in the club, I ain't watching my pace. He was popping, but tomorrow I'ma give you some space. Which one did you like? Which one did you hate? I was out there when she see me. Probably do like me. And she heard I'm from the 6 and I got racks on when I TD. Show up to the telly, she was wetter than my BBs. Fucked her in the rich, she used to sleep it on the CD. She ain't seen that shit before. Marble on the floor. Marble on the low. Marble on the low. And I ain't seen that shit before. Dancing like a pro. Dropping to the toes. Dropping to the toes. Yeah, I see it in your eyes that you ain't worried about it. I can see it in your eyes that you ain't worried about it.
I love this part right here.
Watch you get undressed, 5-star model. Bitches in the piss, BB in the top row. Stay it on your chest, do me some bravado. Watch out with the nest, I just hit the lotto.
She gon' take that dick like a virgin again. Promise I won't bash, I don't splurging again.
I just popped a 30 and she gave me a boost. No, the Glock is dirty, might pop out with the truth.
88 Camino killed this song, dude.
I mean, she tripping on me, it's time to move out. Know that this shit when your neighbors tell you too loud. All this drip on me every day, rocking her style. Let her race to the ceiling and we gon' start a new time.
Watch you get undressed, 5-star model. Bitches in the piss, BB in the top row. Stay it with your chest, do some bravado. Watch how I finesse, I just hit the lotto.
Bitches on my dick, that's a bird in the wind. Told that shit was fall, but it made that shit spin. She gon' take that dick like a virgin again. Promise I won't bash, I don't splurging again.
Yeah, the chorus just, 88 Camino's chorus, honestly made this song. It's too good.
Keep some real ones with me, you know that I should know. Keep that party on me in case they won't play. These tables turning, other bills on the ground. I'm in containers and I'm making it home. Holding me down, I can't get used to the sound. Yeah, I make it count when I pull up to your town.
Yeah.
I'm on problems ever since I dropped out of school. Guess they held grudges from way back in the day.
It's nothing new. Jumping for and that shit, yeah. It's gonna be some bliss, yeah. Not a risk, yeah. Living like that, yes, yeah.
grandiose ending. And you know what's interesting, and there's been people that have commented this on the music video for this song. Everybody's like, dude, this sounds like Houston Fornication from Travis Scott. And I agree. It's a very Travis Scott-esque beat. It's something that you could easily hear Travis Scott on. But nonetheless, I like the production. Again, Eddie Camino did a great job on the chorus. In fact, I think he has probably my favorite line, one of my favorite lines that I've ever heard him ever rap ever in the chorus, which was, "She gonna take the dick like a virgin again," which is just, it's hilarious. I think that line sticks with me. And I think that honestly, like, really, like, if I think of this EP ever, I'm going to remember that line in my head for the rest of my life. That line is hilarious. I like that. I'm going to give the first song, honestly, I'm going to give the first song an 8 out of 10. I appreciate the song a lot. And I think this is a great start to their EP. Honestly, this is something it's pretty refreshing as well. And I'm glad that they went and made this song, especially with Derek Wise. Nothing like too in your face about Derek Wise. I mean, Derek Wise didn't do anything crazy for me. He was just doing his thing. And I think that's fine. I think Derek Wise did his part. He had a good opening, and he did the rest of his verses just fine. And Eddie Camino, I think, did a great job with not always staying too high in his voice. He had some change in his voice. Sometimes he would, be a little quieter, or sometimes he would go up, and he can hit high pitches pretty easily. And sometimes it can sound a little too nasally, but I don't think he ever hit that in this song. I think he did a good job. So we'll go ahead and hit up Clockwork next, and we will see how the song is.
You lit it like a goddess. I remember those days you see me when no one else. I took it to school, I was buying new jewels, I played myself. Can't follow the rules, I got some screws missing myself.
I like the way how Derek Wise came in there on that chorus.
Turning me on me, don't say she top 10. The way I'm flirting, she don't even know she locked in. Tell him in my Birkin, oh,
And that flow too, it was like, when we in out Birkin, it's so good.
Shorty, what's your name? Because you looking like a goddess.
It's an okay chorus from 88 Camino. Derek Wise, I think, did really good on this song so far.
Look at all these ones for tonight that I got. Look at all these ones for tonight that I got. I got Jordan 1 on flying high top.
Bitches in my city, you love my stuff.
Baby girl, come with me. You know I got bitches in the city.
Can I cuff?
You know I got bitches in the city. Bitches in the city. And you got it leaning. Watch me, you rotate it. Shout it, what's your name? It's 'cause you lit it like a goddess.
I remember those days you see me when no one else. I took it to school, I was buying new jewels, I played myself.
Yeah, honestly, it's a shorter song. And honestly, Derek Wise, I think, was the star on this song. I really appreciate his chorus when, he had that flow. It was like, I remember those days. I remember those days. I took you to school. It had that flow. It was like a choppy. It was like, I remember those days, just me and you and no one else. I like that. That's like, when he comes in, it just kind of just comes into it very quickly. 88 Camino was fine. Nothing, as nothing that stuck out to me. Even the lyrics By the way, I am watching. I literally read the lyrics as the song plays, to just kind of understand it better to make sure I'm getting all the words properly. And I will say that 88 Camino was fine. I think this song was good for what it was. It is a short song, and it was just kind of a short little banger. Still good production. I don't think we're ever going to hear bad production with 88 Glam. I just think that's probably improbable, if not impossible. I don't know who's selecting the beats. I'm assuming they probably both agree on the beats at the end, but they have very fantastic beat selection. They don't choose anything that sucks ever, at least that I've listened to yet. Well, there might be some beats that suck in maybe one of their albums that I haven't listened to as hard, but so far production has always been very, very good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I still think it's a catchy song, and it could be a 7, but I'm gonna give it a 6. Not something, every time I listen to this EP, it's not a song that I necessarily always enjoy as much as like 5 stars. 5 stars is much more enjoyable. Clockwork is just a little bit above average, I think, and it's not something that you necessarily skip, but it's not something that I come to this EP to listen to. However, Walkstar, on the other hand, which is the last track we'll be listening to, I do appreciate a lot more, and we will go ahead and play it and see what you guys think. I love the intro of this too, and then after the little intro here, it basically slows down the beat, and then we get a nice chorus from Derek Wise.
One thing about love, I lose your heart, don't know no rush. One thing about love, I lose your life, trying to chase that drug. Go harder than blood in the block every day, and I play my plug.
I like that part too.
They get a lot of peas on the cake, I don't want no crumbs. When I flew in the state and I made a mistake, and she got me stuck. And I knew what it take, how to put on some weight, this the king on the drum.
Derek Wise carries this song.
Sipping on Walker, told the dog kicks me out. I'm a rock star, sipping on Walker, dropping out, pick me out. First one I caught it was tragic, money was dirty like she's on a mattress. I was alone in the attic, taking my time, my nigga had practice, yeah. We don't do fighting and gold, we light at the block, no boxing, no cameras. I can't show love to these hoes, I'm all on my toes, I'm raising my standards. Yeah, naturally, hang on some niggas that don't hesitate and they bringing the smoke and they actually wanna go shopping, rodeo, no questioning shit, yeah, I got me a bag on me. It wasn't there when I needed a hand, so I'm drilling myself like a cavity. That ain't mad.
I like when he says, there wasn't there when I needed a hand, so I'm drilling myself like a cavity. That's a nice play on words. I like that one.
Yeah, when she get here, she go pro. Oh, time that extra my logo. Flow, that city not loco. She love that with me, she loco. This in the set, that's a no-go. Shaking his blood like a stone glow. You talking designer, I came in heavy with the
low. One thing about love, might lose your heart, no rush. One thing about love, might lose your life, trying to chase that drug. Go harder, I'm blood on the block every day, trying to please my plug.
Lead a spot, I make a lot of peas on the cake, I don't want no crumbs. When I
Flew in the state and I made a mistake, that shit got me stuck.
and I knew what it take, how to put on some weight, this the king
King
on
the
the drum.
drum. I'm a rock star, walking on walk hard, turn it down, fix me up. I'm a rock star, sipping on walk hard, drop it down, pick me up.
Shot do lobster, I do steak. I wanna eat a Frenchie's cake. And he doing all this big. They thought that paved the way. Bearing on my, she said I changed. Tryna be me, want me one and the same. Watch it, I'm telling them who I became. Putting out all my eyes for the pain. I just spent 50K in a month. Just give me a baby from young. Get to the back of a medium lunch.
A different flow from 88 Camino.
You know the God of my Judah the line. But she go tonight, but I bought it from times. Baby don't know what to do with those lines. And chop up the work, don't scoop on mine. Don't throw things, so I'm quick to the punch. Yeah. I lie about drugs like 2 at a time. Yeah. The president calling the troops now. Enemies wanna be cool now. Wanna be part of the crew now. Now holiday NW now. They got like, fuck on that bitch and I'm just jump on the way gon' like 30 more minutes on less. 30 more minutes on less.
No double, no grudge. One thing about love, might lose your life, trying to chase that drug. Go hard in my blood on the block every day, trying to please my plug. Father in the vegan and peas on the cake, I don't want no crumbs.
When I flew in the state and I made a mistake, that shit got me stuck. And I knew what it take, how to put on some weight, this that came out of drum. I'm a rock star sipping on Walker, told the dog fix me up. I'm a rock star sipping on Walker, dropping out, pick me up.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like this song is a little underrated. I mean, at least with the plays. I think there's not as many people listening to it, or maybe they just stopped listening after Clockwork. But regardless, I think this song is better than Clockwork easily. Not as good as 5 stars, but it's right in the middle. It's close to 5 stars. It could be an 8, but I'm going to give it a 7, a pretty strong 7. And I think Derek Wise does a great job. I love his flow too in this song. It's like, one thing about love might lose your heart, no hold, no grudge. One thing about love might lose your life trying to chase that drug. It's just nice. It's a nice, feeling. Of course, I can't perfectly do it as well as Derek Wise does, but he has really good. He has a really good flow there. And then 88 Camino actually has kind of a slightly different sound here, and especially near the end of his verse, he kind of changes the sound up, something new that we really haven't experienced before from him. Let me see if I can find it again. Like this part right here, that's the middle of his verse. You go to near the end of it. Yeah, I love that part too. The yeahs are great. Yeah. And then right here. Which there's actually, on Genius, there's actually question marks there because people aren't sure what he said, which is rare because usually you can tell what 88 Camino says. There's a few parts in this verse where we can't understand him. Of course, I'm sure I'm not a perfect mumble rapper listener. Like, he has some mumble rap in here. He's mumbling a little bit, and I don't think he's intending to really make a like a statement or a phrase. He's just trying to play with the sound of it and try to be funny. And maybe not necessarily funny, but I mean, he says, fucking that bitch and I just might jump on that dick like and then we don't know what he says, and he says 30 more minutes, no less. Like, 30 more minutes, no less. It's a different sound. It's close to, like, he's kind of feeling out a little bit of maybe Young Thug or something like that. Because, Young Thug and 88 Camino, I think, have some similarities in terms of, high autotune, having a high voice and trying to stay in a higher pitch range sometimes, and try to kind of just have like a drugged out sound to a certain degree. But I think I like 88 Camino's take on this kind of sound. I think he has a lot of potential. And I think Derek Wise has a lot of potential as well with some of his, hooks and some of his choruses. I think Derek Wise hasn't met his potential yet. I think he has a lot more. And, we've gotten to see a glimpse of that, especially on 88 Glam Reloaded, the album that I reviewed first. Some of Derek Wise's potential, and I think he kind of showed that potential again in this song pretty well. He kind of has that. My thing with Derek Wise is that if he's not rapping you into the song, he's not playing his part. He's a guy that kind of just pulls you in, and sometimes he doesn't do that, but he has the voice to do it, and I think he has the flow to try to properly place. Like in this song, he did the flow properly, and he placed it well, just like in the previous song as well. With whenever I noted on Clockwork on the chorus, when Derek Wise came in after 88 Camino's part on the chorus, he can just kind of come in and just kind of rap you in. It's an alluring sound that he can create, and I think he did really well on this EP with that specifically, especially in his last 2 songs. But there's a lot more that we can hear from him, I think. And I think these two, if they continue to go down this path, I think they'll see some more success. Although I'm not sure how well this EP is going to do. I know their music hasn't been doing as well as their first few releases, but I think they need to just stick in there and keep going, because their rap is gonna, the general audience is gonna pick them up, I think, as long as they just keep going. And they got the backing of EXO, and I want to hear, honestly, I really want to hear a song with The Weeknd on them. Like, I think The Weeknd, it's about time that we hear a song with them and The Weeknd, and it needs to happen. I mean, we hear Nav with them, but The Weeknd really needs to get him a feature or something, and just blow them the hell up. It's almost time for that. So yeah, I think overall it was a good EP, and I guess the average of these 3 scores would be 7. since it was just literally a 6, 7, and 8 scoring. So I give that EP a 7 for sure. I think it's a solid EP, not a letdown at all. Definitely something I've been enjoying listening to for the past week. And you can even kind of leave it on repeat for a little bit. I think it's got a lot of good replayability, especially 5 stars. I mean, the part with A Camino saying like she gonna take the dick like a virgin again just gets me every single time. It's such a funny song and a fun song to listen to, especially when running too. It's fun to listen to while I run and work out. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And next, I hope to be reviewing some Travis Scott, which is my personal favorite artist. And maybe we will start, maybe getting some views sometime soon. I'm just going to keep doing it until I get at least like 5 people watching me or something, man. But it takes time. It takes time. So hope you have a good rest of your day. I will see you on the next video.